Hey there, Otto. What's going on, bud?
Oh, hi, Toby. I was just outside in the mud.
The mud? What, were you looking for some grub?
Nah, the mud makes me feel cozy and snug.
Otto,
Yeah, Toby?
does something feel out of line?
Not to me, in fact. I haven't felt this fine in a long time.
Otto, the rhymes? The rhymes?
Don't be silly. You and I talk like this all the time.
Maybe true, but this is different. It's almost kind of Seussical. Otto,
What?
I think we're trapped in a musical.
It's Saturday. I got my cereal. I'm ready to go. It's Saturday. It's a special all music episode. We've got familiar faces and brand new friends. A musical tribute from beginning to the end. Saturday. It's a Saturday show. 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 It's a Saturday show.
Are we stuck like this?
Like what?
Always rhyming. If so, I gotta let you know this is terrible timing. I've got places to go and people to meet, and it'll be unprofessional if I'm always on beat.
Don't worry about anything, Toby. It's okay. Kashi and Christopher, what's the word of the day?
Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree.
Hey,
Oh, hi,
Kashi.
Christopher.
Hi.
I was just singing with Lexi.
Right. Well, isn't music wonderful?
Oh, gosh, I love music. This was what I was singing. Tie a yellow ribbon. Because I like yellow because I'm yellow, too.
That's right. You are yellow. And that was a good old song, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I love music too, and I play banjo, and I love listening to music, and it's such a great part of life.
Yep.
Well, listen, I think we should get right into our word of the day.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Do you want to press the button this time, Kashi?
I'll blow it. Here we go. Poof. Look at I'm being a metronome. Tick tock. That's something you do with music too sometimes. Tick tock, metronome. You laughing a lot, Christopher.
We got our word of the day.
Oh wow!
Let's see what it says. Wait. What does it say?
It says harmony. Harmony.
Harmony. That's right.
I think I know what that means.
What does that mean, Kashi?
It means when lots of notes sound good together, and it can also mean to get along in harmony.
That's right. It does mean all of those things. Well, we've got a great summer game code all about music today. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. It's 5 letters,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good.
right? Second clue is it's a musical instrument.
Like a guitar or a trumpet.
That's right. Third clue, it's both a stringed instrument and a percussion instrument.
Now you stumped me.
Yep. Fourth clue, it means softly or soft in Italian.
Oh gosh, I love Italian. Ciao.
Last clue, I didn't know you spoke Italian,
Oh,
Kashi. Last clue, it's often paired with the word forte. If you think you know the answer, you can go to play.aadl.org and get big points.
I'm going to have to think about that one.
That's right. Will you take us out with a song, Kashi?
Okay. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, Toby, we got that out of the way. Are you feeling any better about the show today? Well, I am excited about the guest we've prepared, but the constant musicality is making me scared. No need to fear, my bipedal friend. I think I've got an idea that'll make this end. I just need your phone for a minute or two. I don't have any games. Not what I'm trying to do. I've got a friend that can help us. I know him pretty well. His name is Jamal, and well, he's just swell. I will warn you, though, so you know what's next. About what? Well, Jamal's a T-Rex. Awesome.
Hello, welcome to What Is It? This is for our music segment. This is used to keep things quiet. It's about 5 inches long, 3.5 to 4 at its widest. Looks like it's got a little cork here. There's been a rubber band set here. It's hollow. Hole goes all the way through to the other end. What is it?
I'm Alina Celeste,
And I am mi amigo Hamlet.
and we want you to know that being bilingual,
Rocks!
woohoo!
Yabba dabba.
Summertime!
It is summertime, so yeah. Verano!
El verano. That's how you say summer in Spanish.
Yep, exactamente.
Verano.
And there's something else that we do in
All
verano. Yeah, all summer. And also in all the seasons.
And in the winter, and in the
And the
fall,
winter,
and in
yeah.
the spring. And that is, woo, we wash our hands.
We nos lavamos las manos.
That's
So,
right.
follow her directions.
That's right. So everyone, pretend you have a sink in front of you, and now turn your pretend sink on. Here comes the pretend water. And now some pretend soap.
All right.
Now
I
start rubbing
like it.
those hands together.
Lávate las manos, 1, 2, 3. Lávate las manos otra vez. Lávate las manos, 1, 2, 3. Por 20 segundos cada vez.
Wash your hands, 1, 2, 3. Wash your hands, do it with me. Wash your hands and don't forget, for 20 seconds keep them wet. Clean.
Limpias! And here comes the sound of cleanliness.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I feel so clean
Now you feel super clean.
It's
Very,
amazing.
very, very cool.
It's amazing what it does when I hear a little bell.
Yeah, I like that. Mhm. Very, very nice. Yeah.
How you doing? It's Betsy, and I'm having a marvelous day because the weather is so good. I went rollerblading. What do you do for fun? What do you do when the weather's nice like this? I like to hike, or bike, or rollerblade. Rollerblading is my favorite. All right, well, I have another unusual instrument for you. This is the concertina. Tis a gift to be simple, tis a gift to be free, tis a gift to go around where you ought to be. And when you find yourself in a place just right, it'll be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, well, to bow and to bend, we will not be ashamed. To turn and to turn will be our delight, till by turning, we come round right. This is a concertina. It comes from England. This particular one is from 1901. It's an old one, and it's been restored. It's a tiny cousin to accordions, It's a reed instrument. To me, it sounds like a pump organ a little bit. So that's why I did that shaker hymn on it. And I'll do another tune on it. But the reason, you might be wondering why I'm wearing this hat. My friend Sarah gave me this hat. And the people who really like these concertinas are people like, in the olden days, the lumberjacks, because they were small and they could just stick them in the bunk bed. Pirates, again, small, tidy, and they'd stay in tune. Cowboys, anybody like that would like this kind of an instrument. It's never been a big crowd pleaser for the classical music people, which is what the man, Mr. Wheatstone, thought he was making, a classical instrument. But it's pretty nice for singing. Let's see. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the leaves are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the gleaming heather. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to Wild Mountain thyme. All around the gleaming heather, will you go, lassie, go? And that's a little brief introduction to the concertina, which is going back in its very old case. Bye, we'll see you another time.
Jamal, it's Otto. Can I borrow some time? It seems Toby and I can only speak in rhyme. I don't think it's a curse. It's kind of inconvenient. I think it's cool, but we're not in agreement. Do you know any way we can make this go away? We've been at it all day, and I must say, there's only one way to get rid of this curse. What? We gotta make a beat and write a great verse. About what? See you soon, Jamal. Thanks for your help. About what? What else? Music itself.
Join the mighty warblers as they sing the Mermaid.
'Twas Friday morn when we set sail, and we were not far from the land, when our captain she spied a fishy mermaid with a comb and a glass in her hand. And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, while the landlubbers lie down below. Then up spoke the captain of our gallant ship, and a fine old lady was she. She said,
"This fishy mermaid has warned us of our doom. We shall sink to the bottom of the sea.
And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, while the landlubbers lie down below." Then up spoke the mate of our gallant ship, and a fine young man was he. And he said,
"I have a wife in Salem by the sea, and tonight a widow she will be."
And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, while the landlubbers lie down below. Then up spoke the cabin boy of our gallant ship, and a fine young laddie was he. And he said,
I have a sweetheart in Salem by the sea, and tonight she'll be grieving for me.
And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, while the landlubbers lie down below. Then up spoke the cook of our gallant ship, and a crazy old butcher was he.
said,
I said I care much more for me pots and me pans than I do for the bottom of the sea.
and the ocean waves do roll,
And the stormy winds do blow.
and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below. Then one time around spun our gallant ship, and 2 times around spun she. Then 3 times around spun our gallant ship, and she sank to the bottom of the sea. And the ocean waves do roll, and the stormy winds do blow, and we poor sailors are skipping at the top, while the landlubbers lie down below, 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 while the landlubbers lie down below.
When we left off, we were at the end of chapter 14, and the firefighters, Lorenzo and Ned, had just arrived at the scene. Chapter 15. Officer Tomalello pulled into the drive of 54 Decawoo Drive. In the yard, he saw 2 firemen, 3 women in nightgowns, and 1 man in pajamas. They were all gathered around a pig. Is that the same pig I caught driving a convertible? He asked himself. It is, he answered himself. It is exactly the same pig. Officer Tomalillo squinted. Is that pig sitting on top of somebody? Officer Tomalillo asked himself. That certainly looks to be the case, he answered himself. Officer! Officer! Shouted Baby. Come quickly! Mercy has caught a thief! Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson and Eugenia Lincoln and Baby Lincoln and Ned and Lorenzo and Officer Tomalello all looked down at Mercy. Are you a thief? Officer Tomalello asked the man underneath the pig. I am, said Leroy Ninker. I am a thief. Were you robbing these people? Officer Tomalello asked. I was, said Leroy Ninker, until the pig got involved. Gentlemen, said Officer Tomalello, will you assist me in removing the pig? On the count of 3, Ned and Lorenzo and Officer Tomalello lifted Mercy off of Leroy Ninker. You are under arrest, said Officer Tomalello. It's that pig you should be arresting, said Eugenia Lincoln. Leroy Ninker stood with his cowboy hat in his hand. He looked down at his feet. Oh, officer, said Mrs. Watson, the thief is so tiny. Shouldn't he have something to eat before you arrest him? Maybe he needs some toast, said Ned. With a great deal of butter on it, added Lorenzo. Toast, said Officer Tomalello. Who needs toast? Why, everyone needs toast, said Mrs. Watson. Even cowboys, said Leroy Ninker. Mercy pricked up her ears. Toast! Butter! At last! She headed for the Watsons' kitchen, and everyone followed her. Chapter 16. The next morning, the front page of the newspaper read, "Pet pig captures thief, sits on him until help arrives." She is a porcine wonder, said the pig's owner, Mrs. Watson. She is a very, very brave dear, said Mr. Watson, husband of Mrs. Watson and proud co-owner of the pig. She is a sly pig, said the Watsons' neighbor, Eugenia Lincoln, and things with her are never as they seem. Baby Lincoln, sister to Eugenia Lincoln, remarked that the most interesting things seem to happen when one has pie right before bed. The pig did capture the thief, said the police officer Bart Tomolello. How it happened, I am not certain. But did it happen? It did. Firemen Ned Fortune and Lorenzo Wiz were also at the scene. They both agreed that the pig had some amazing abilities. They also pointed out that Mrs. Watson made excellent toast. The thief, Leroy Ninker, is interested in reforming himself. He would like to become a cowboy. The pig had nothing to say, but she seemed very pleased with herself. And that concludes Mercy Watson Fights Crime, written by Kate DeCamillo and illustrated by Chris Van Dusen.
Hi, I'm Alina Celeste.
And I am, well, not this guy, me. Yeah, me. I am mi amigo Hamlet.
We have Pedro here, and then we have some of my lechuga that I've been growing here in our house this summer while we stay home.
Yeah.
Lechuga is lettuce.
Yes, it is.
So I have a little song. This song is a traditional song from the African American tradition in the state of Georgia called John the Rabbit. And I love it so much that I wanted to translate it into Spanish. So we're going to do this song in Spanish. Now, you guys have a part. Every time I say anything, you need to say, sí, señor.
That means yes, sir, or yes, ma'am. Well,
Well, it means yes, sir.
Yeah, we ended up translating it that way.
Translating it a little different. It fits better musically to say yes, sir. So let's practice.
All right.
Would you like pancakes for breakfast?
Sí, señor.
Okay, good. How about, okay, let's try another one. Alina's awesome.
Sí, señor.
Good. Okay, so everything I say, you're going to say sí, señor. Here we go. Pedro el conejo.
Sí, señor.
Problema complejo.
Sí, señor.
Se mete en mi jardín.
Sí, señor.
Y come mi repollo.
Sí, señor.
Se devora la lechuga.
Sí, señor.
Y también las zanahorias.
Sí, señor.
Y si no paras,
Sí, señor.
no comeré en el otoño.
Sí, señor.
Por favor,
Sí, señor.
Pedro, vete.
No.
No, señor. Yeah, we forgot to tell you at the end, you say no, señor, because I'm like, in the song, I'm like, Pedro's eating all of my vegetables, and if he doesn't stop eating them, I'm not going to have any food in the winter. Get out of here, Pedro. And Pedro's like, no, nanny, boo, I'm eating all your vegetables. Stop eating my vegetables, Pedro.
Should we do this one in English as well?
In English
The
too?
English version?
Okay, why don't we do the English version? So in the English version, you say, yes, ma'am.
And it's John the Rabbit.
John. Because his full name is
John Pedro.
Juan Pedro, yeah. Oh, John the Rabbit
Yes, ma'am.
had a mighty habit
Yes, ma'am.
of jumping in my garden.
Yes, ma'am.
I cut down my cabbage.
Yes, ma'am.
To my fresh tomato.
Yes, ma'am.
To my sweet potato.
Yes, ma'am.
And if I leave
Yes, ma'am.
to see next fall,
Yes, ma'am.
I ain't gonna have
Yes, ma'am.
no garden at all. No, That was my
All right.
like rockin' ending.
I like it.
So maybe we should do it in Spanish one more time.
Let's do it.
But let's do it
Un
faster.
poquito más.
And maybe if you're watching, you could clap when you say sí, señor.
And that's
That would-
3 claps.
3, sí, señor. Yeah, that's 3 claps. So you try clapping. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Pedro el conejo.
Sí, señor.
Problema complejo.
Sí, señor.
Se mete en mi jardín.
Sí, señor.
Y come mi repollo.
Sí, señor.
Se devora la lechuga.
Sí, señor.
Y también las zanahorias.
Sí, señor.
Y si no paras,
Sí, señor.
no comeré en el otoño.
Sí, señor.
Por favor,
Sí, señor.
Pedro, vete. No, señor. Get out of here, I'm hungry.
No, señor.
Ay. Thanks for singing with me, Hamlet.
Of course.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Saturday Show's music episode. I'm Sean, and today what we're going to do is we will be learning how to play scales. So, have any of you guys ever wanted to learn how to play piano but you think it's just too hard for you to learn? Well, today I'm going to show you how to play two basic scales. So the first scale that we're going to play is the C major scale. This scale is pretty easy and I chose it because it doesn't have any sharps or flats. If you're not familiar with music lingo, then that's okay. Sharps and flats are these black keys that you see up here, whereas the white keys here are what we will be playing. So it's going to be pretty easy for you to play. We're going to start here at middle C. Now, you guys may ask what middle C is. Middle C is the note that divides this half of the piano, which is considered the treble clef, from this half of the piano, which is considered the bass clef. So, if we take our thumb and we start at middle C, then we'll be ready to start our scale. So, we're going to take our thumb here and we'll play our scale. 1, 2, 3. We take our thumb and cross under. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Each scale is always 8 notes. So we'll come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We took our third finger and we crossed over this time, not under, but over. 7, 8. So there you have it. We have our C major scale. I'll play it one more time for you. And then we'll come back down. Okay, that was C major. Our last scale that we're going to play today is our F major scale. We'll start here just 3 keys above our middle C. 1, 2, 3, 4. This scale is a little different because we will have to use a flat inside of this scale, and that flat is going to be this note here. This is called a B flat. And then this is our starting note. 1, 2, 3, 4. We raised our forefinger to be able to reach this B flat, and we're going to take our thumb and cross under to be able to continue the scale. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now with this particular scale, we have to end on our forefinger because that's considered the proper way to play the scale. So when we get ready to come back down, we're going to make sure our forefinger is there and we'll get started to come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. We cross over this time with our forefinger to make sure that we land properly back on the F. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll play it one more time for you. All right, so there you have it. We have both of our scales completed today. And now, the next time you're near a piano, you'll know how to play 2 different scales, the C major scale and the F major scale. Thank you guys, and I hope you have fun.
So we've got to write music about music? I'm gonna lose it. How do you propose that we do this? Otto, I'm super confused on how this will work. Don't worry at all, I said with a smirk. Just listen to the music, let the sound flow through you. Inspiration is there. She said she definitely knew you. I know you're worried that we're stuck, so use that motivation. When we debut, it'll be sure to get a standing ovation. Let the music flow through me. Yeah, I can feel this. Sometimes when I'm sad, I use music to heal it. But I jam when I'm happy and angry as well. It seems music is a way to come out of my shell. It's inspiring and soothing. I think I'm ready to write. Here's your pen and your notebook. Let's go. All right.
This is a trumpet mute. Here's our trumpet, and we're going to play Twinkle Twinkle. Okay, that's what it sounds like without the mute. Here's our mute. Here's the mute. Sounds a lot quieter. Here's the mute with the inside pulled out. And here's the mute with the inside removed. And that is a trumpet mute. And just in case you're wondering, that is Gordy.
Hello, I'm Mariah, and I want to share a book with you today. It's called Rad American Women A to Z. It's a recent favorite of mine over the last couple years, and I especially love it because it's good for all different sorts of ages to read together. There are illustrations, which are nice and large and black and white with bright colors that all ages can appreciate. And then there's some text about a variety of different American women, giving a little bit of a biography about each one. So since today we're talking about music, I wanted to read you the entry about Odetta, who was a very well-regarded folk musician. O is for Odetta. Odetta, who led the way with her powerful voice. When Odetta Holmes was 7 years old, her family moved from Birmingham, Alabama, to Los Angeles, California, in search of a better life. It was 1937, and the Great Depression had hit them hard. While they were on the train headed west, they were told to leave the car they were in and move to another one because they were black. Odetta never forgot this cruel moment. In high school, Odetta trained as a classical singer and performed musical theater. She was very talented, and people thought she would become a famous opera star. But then she went to San Francisco and heard folk music being played in coffee shops. Unlike the opera arias she had studied, the folk songs told stories that Odetta could relate to. She began to combine folk music with the blues and gospel she'd grown up with, performing her songs in clubs in New York and San Francisco. Her big, powerful voice and strong stage presence amazed people, and she quickly developed a following. At the time, most folk singers were white, and many of them were male. Odetta defied this stereotype and toured around the country. During the 1950s, she recorded several popular albums and became one of the best-known folk singers in the country. As the 1960s began, Odetta and her music became more political, and she began to be involved in the civil rights movement. Dr. Martin Luther King called her the Queen of American folk music, and she performed at the 1963 March on Washington, singing a song called "Oh Freedom" for the huge crowd of protesters who had come to the U.S. Capitol to demand equality for all. Odetta sang at many other important rallies and protests, and even performed for several presidents. Her inspiring songs helped bring people together as they fought to end racial prejudice and discrimination. When Rosa Parks was once asked which songs meant the most to her, she replied, "All of the songs Odetta sings."
Time cause I'm busy, I'm booked up, I got studio time out in Ipsy, so what's the issue I seem to be missing here. Since you both love music, your problem will disappear. See, I love music and the attraction's mutual. That's just a known fact, just like black is beautiful. I can think of worse things than being trapped in musicals, like having short arms and trying to grab some food to chew.
Jamal's right, I think we're looking at this wrong. We don't need to make an escape, we gotta write a love song. Music is boundless, the sounds are amazing. From Mozart to Kendrick, music's what I'm craving. Music has unlimited uses, from protest to romance to dancing when the groove hits. You and I spend our days jamming together, and I know it makes us better, so this is our love letter. What it was, what it is, what it would be. All I need are some buddies and a good beat. Happy or sad, music makes me glad that we can show the world what it could be. I love collaboration and working with others. I love showing the world all my true colors. I love when the kick and the snare play with each other. I love music like I love my own brother. I love cranking tunes and jamming in the car. I love feeling protected when the world is hard. I love creativity and random noises, and I love how music amplifies small voices. What it was, what it is, what it would be. All I need are some buddies and a good beat. Happy or sad, music makes me glad that we can show the world what it could be. What it was, what it is, what it would be. All I need are some buddies and a good beat. Happy or sad, music makes me glad that we can show the world what it could be.
Thanks for watching today's show. I hope you had just as much fun watching as Otto and I had making today's show. There's a couple bits of information I want to give to you guys. First, the Snub Cube spinoff keeps rolling, so stay tuned immediately after this episode for a brand new episode of the best game show around, Snub Cube. Second is, if you'd like more information about some of the performers on today's show and some of the topics we explored, you can go to aadl.org/The Saturday Show, and there you'll also find information about our brand new Saturday Show mailbag. So check that out for more information and information on how to write in to the TSS mailbag. And the last thing is, I would like to thank Jamal Bufford, who played Jamal Rex on today's show. He did a fantastic job. And parents, if you enjoyed his style, you can go to amps.com, that's AAMPS.com, where we have 3 of his albums and collaborations ready for download. Until next time, keep on rocking.